Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Elders allegedly clash over binding rituals. This was preventable if you had not opposed Kabiesi. We will not be where we are right now. You don't know that this has been going on. This is how they have been apportioning blame from one person to the other. Everyone has something to say. They are blaming each other for stuff that, a lot of them collectively did. Let me tell you what happened inside the palace meeting hall, recently, because what happened there was no longer just a disagreement. It was a full-blown clash. It's like even those who had something against others, they had to kind of, put it out there. Like, I need to put it out there to free my mind. It was a disgraceful one. Elders, titled men, respected voices of the kingdom, shouting like market women, dragging old secret, throwing insult that, shocked the walls, shocked the walls of the palace. They said a meeting was called in a rush after Ogunjaye was seen inside the sacred pot meant for the Ooni Of Ifes cleansing. That shocking incident scattered everybody's mind. People couldn't sleep. It's been seen all over the place, showing itself. Like I told you, it's not like one masquerade. A lot of people are saying it's one masquerade. Why they don't go cash am? They go cash am now. They said that was the, seeing it inside that pot was a final straw. But one thing that a lot of them have agreed to is that it does not go to you if you haven't done anything wrong or you're not about to do anything wrong. Apparently, Ogunjaye is like an African mother. He go beat you for the one way you do first and beat you for the one way you go do later. So they said, because of what happened, they gathered in the great hall. Everyone came thinking it was time to speak with one voice. But from the first 5 minutes, it became clear no such unity existed. Ooni Of Ife walked in, sat down quietly. He didn't raise his voice. He only said, this thing has, that is, I hope this is not about the deity again. Okay, that was what Kabiesi said because Kabiesi knew or he knows that everybody is afraid. They say it was Chief Awolabi who was the first to stand. He looked at everyone, pounded the staff in his hand and shouted, if you had all listened to Kabiesi from the very beginning, this would never have reached this level. This was preventable. You people kept talking about immunity, protection, timing, preventing, not disgracing the wives and all of that. So the wives deserve not to be disgraced, but it's Queen Naomi that deserves to be disgraced. That the whole thing got to a point where Kabiesi could not deal with it anymore. That was why Kabiesi wanted immunity removed. They said he turned directly to Chief Raji and pointed, you are the one who, kept, defending and delaying immunity removal. If you had just allowed Kabiesi to do his thing, we will not be where we are now. Now, when Ooni Of Ife came and said that, I hope that it's not about Ogunjaye again, one of the chiefs said, yes, it's about Ogunjaye. Please, Kabiesi, that's what we want to talk about. Everybody's frightened. Our families are frightened. They are sending children out. And we are all frightened because we know that you don't let Ogunjaye lose. And Kabiesi said to them that, have you ever heard in the history of Yoruba that Ogunjaye has gone after an innocent soul? Tell me one case, one case. They said they have never heard. He does not go. As a matter of fact, you will not even see him. He can't come anywhere close to you if you are innocent. Then if you are about to join the bandwagon, he can show himself to you to remind you that Omo Ideo. But when it comes to judgment, he strikes like immediately. Now, he will not judge you based on the things you did before they brought him out. No. Let's say that, you have committed offenses. You started committing offenses from the 1st of August to the 29th of August. And now they release him on the 30th of August. He's not going to come and judge you Even for the offense that you committed on the 29th, he will not. He's going to judge you for the offense that you commit on after he was released. But what he will do to you, he will show himself to you. And from time immemorial, they said that showing himself to you is enough for everybody, has always sufficed. Now, Kabiesi was talking when, the chiefs, they came in, and while it was a very serious quarrel, when Chief Awolabi got up and started and blamed others that if they had allowed Kabiesi to, make his decision, that all these things happening now would have been preventable, that is preventable. He turned directly to Chief Raji. Raji has always been that one that has, is always backing Ebony, and told Raji the truth. Raji got so angry. Chief Raji stood up sharply. Don't point those fingers at me like I'm your boy. Do not. He was talking to Awolabi. Don't insult me with your mouth. When it was you and your greedy factions that started this nonsense, you will talk as if you are holy. Useless and greedy man. You're not ashamed of yourself. You alone, you collected and ate 2 bride prices from one mumu daughter that you have. And they said it was when he told Chief Raji told Awolabi that he collected 2 bride prices from one mumu daughter that he has. That was when the whole hall scattered. Kabiesi sat down there, they were talking, they were shouting, they were making a whole lot of noise. While they were shouting, they said Chief Olaneyin shouted, let them expose themselves. We are sitting here discussing how to stop Ogunjai. And some of you who were busy shielding those that have committed spiritual offense, which of you sat down when Ebony was warned and said, let her be? Now that she's, hiding under the bed, you're shouting, bind him, bind him. Buying what? Buying what? What exactly do you want us to bind? Are you okay with what is going on and what has been going on in this palace? One of the women elders, Iyagba Moronike, who rarely talks, stood up and said something that shocked everyone. The deity is reacting to the rot inside this council. Ogunjai does not visit randomly. He visits where impurity dwells. And we sitting here have covered evil with wrapper and called it respect. Another elder clapped his hand and shouted, talk calm again, mama. They ate 2 bride prizes and shared meat with the same mouth they now used to say protect tradition. One elder stood up and responded angrily. That mumu daughter that allowed herself to be paid for twice, who raised her, this time they were attacking each other. They said it was a terrible situation that happened in the palace because of Ogunjai. Elders wanting Ogunjai to be banned, and others are saying no. They say after the drama and everything, Ooni of Ife was ready to talk then. And he told them that he is not binding Ogunjai until everything has been fixed. And he had the support of a lot of elders who were there. It was not a small thing. No. He said he's tired of all the alliances, the lies, personal offenses under the seat. In fact, that is too much that he would never live that way again. So everyone is under check inside the palace. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.